In other news, Parliament's Privileges Committee will meet on Monday to decide modalities for its probe of the contempt case against Asing Central MP Kennedy Agyapong for calling for the beating of Erastus Cesare Donko. Committee Chair Jose Usu tells Joy News the meeting on Monday will also decide whether witness testimonies will be heard in public or in camera. Tamale North MP Hassan Suyini, whose petition to the Speaker triggered the probe, will likely be the committee's first witness. Mr. Usu says the MP will determine which witnesses he wants to call to prosecute his case and whether Erastus will testify.
The process is a committee meeting. I've asked the clerk of the committee to organize a Zoom meeting of members of the committee so that the meeting will decide on what day we will do a hearing, consideration of the referral, and then it is the meeting that will determine whether we'll do a public hearing or we'll do an in-house session.
Okay. You've always done public hearings. We recall the case in connection with him when he said Parliament was cheap or foolish. Is that the more likely situation with this particular one?
You're making me speak for the committee. I only chair the committee, but the decisions are made by the committee. So that's why I said that on Monday we'll have a Zoom meeting, because in that case everybody would have the opportunity to participate from wherever he is. So that decision will be made by the committee.
Is it likely Erastus Cesare Donko may be invited to come testify before the committee eventually?
Well, it depends on the petitioner. From what I observe, it's a member of the House who petitioned Mr. Speaker. So it is the petitioner who will appear before us. If the petitioner decides that he needs somebody else, whoever, to assist in prosecuting his case, why not? Remember, this is, when it comes to the Privileges Committee, it's more or less a trial. So our process is no different from the court. So whatever or however you prove your case, we only be guided by the rules of the House, nothing more.
Does the committee actually have powers to apply any possible sanctions when you are done with a hearing on this particular matter?
Committee of Parliament is only a committee of Parliament. You make recommendations to the House. So yes, under the rules of Parliament, whatever recommendations that are permissible under the rules can be made by a committee. But whether the House accepts or not, the recommendation depends on the House. There is the Parliament Act, which regulates what kind of punishment can be enforced if a member is charged with contempt or abuse of privilege. Yes, so it's the law that will determine what we can do.
Some have predicted it's likely to amount to nothing because you've seen it before, him being summoned to the Privileges Committee, the hearing being done and nothing happened. For those who hold such a position, what will you say to them? Nothing.
That's their prediction. That's their view. It's always, people are entitled to speculate on any matter. But what we will do, will come, whatever conclusions we come to, will be put before the House.
Is that not?
It's not open to me to assume that the House will deal with my report this way or that way.
Mr. Usu says the MP's latest attacks on Hassan Suyini is not yet a matter before the Privileges Committee.
The committee does not take on any matter on its own. A committee is a committee of the House, and a committee of the House may deal with matters that are referred to it by Mr. Speaker. So we are on our own, cannot take on any matter. If anybody has any issue, he will petition Mr. Speaker, and then if Mr. Speaker considers it's worth investigating, he will refer it to the committee.
But if witnesses decide to adduce that as part of their evidence or their cases against the alleged contempt, no, they probably are allowed to do that.
Well, there's a matter before us. If there's evidence that will assist whoever, the petitioner, to prove his point, why not? But it doesn't add additional value. The same one petition that is before us, and that is what we're dealing with.